rounds 12 and 13 of the historic Formula 4 Championship, coming from the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Just 4 races left this season. The championship crossing up between Callum Grant and Rob Wainwright. Just 25 points separating the two, and they are the two drivers and set the 2 fastest laps in qualifying. Grant quick hit with Wainwright alongside. Simon Toying qualified 3rd ahead of Ben Tilley in his prepared Merlin. Row 3, James Buckton and Ben Sims, and Mark Shaw and Ross Dryborough. Our top 10 cars separated by a second or so on the smaller grid with just 19 cars, but as I mentioned, very competitive indeed at the circuit that is the home of the Formula Ford Festival. So the cars lined up on the grid here at Brands Hatch. The red lights are on, and for 15 minutes of racing the lights go out, away they go. Who's made the best start? Well, it looks certainly to be Callum Grant from pole position. Rob Wainwright is under threat from Simon Toying, who's looking to the inside. It's side by side a bit further back. That's James Buckton and Ben Sims, and it's Sims going right round the outside to go up into 5th position as the field safely make their way through paddock, climb the hill up towards the Druids hairpin. And into Graham Hill Bend it is Grant, but Wainwright's caught him. Grant made that better start, but Rob Wainwright now challenging in towards 30s. He's looking to the inside, he's up alongside. Is he going through? Well, no. Callum Grant carries the speed around the outside to continue to head the pack. Second is Wainwright. We've got Toying in 3rd. Ben Tilley under threat from Ben Sims. And then we've got James Buckton in 6th. It's side by side behind, going down the inside of Mark Shaw. Ross Dryborough and Danny Stansel follows him through. So Shaw down to 9th. As the cars complete the first lap of this short circuit. It's side by side to the lead. Wainwright going to the outside of Callum Grant and he makes it work on the high, wide and handsome line there at paddock. Wainwright leads. Sims in 2nd. Even Grant in 2nd. It was Sims challenging for 4th position off of Ben Tilley. Through there, the 47 car of Louis Handjul. Back to the front into Graham Hill Bend. It is Wainwright that leads. You've got Grant, Toying, Tilley and Sims. There's a gap back to James Buckton in 6th. We've got Ross Dryborough in 7th position. The rest of the field flow through Graham Hill Bend onto the Cooper Straight. Leaders though already through McLaren and onto Clearways. And it is Wainwright that continues to head the way, but Grant there carrying the speed well through Clearways. Can he get onto the back of Wainwright? Through Clark Curve and onto the Bramham Straight. Well, of course he can use the slipstream, and he's going up alongside as they cross the line. They are level. Grant is nosing ahead into Paddock Hill Bend, but later on the brakes is Wainwright. He stands his ground on the inside line. He clobbers the curve, slides out wide. So is Grant going to re-challenge up towards Druids? He's looking to the inside, but again Wainwright is the later driver on the brakes. Over the curbs, Grant gets a bit sideways. No issue there, but Wainwright continues to lead into Graham Hill Bend. In all the road are our leaders, the 2 championship challengers this season. It will very likely to be one or the other who wins the championship. Wainwright all over the curve through 30s, but does Grant carry more speed through there possibly? There are 5 leading cars with Toying, Tilley and Sims still 3rd, 4th and 5th. It's a 5-car battle at the front. On board with Dan Pickett out of Clearways. Oh, and a block gear changer. The car snaps sideways. Neil Shinner goes through, and so does Kevin Stansel. But look at the battle for the lead. It's 3 wide for 2nd as Ben Tilley goes down the inside of Simon Toying and goes 3rd. Grant held it ahead of them, and now Ben Sims is looking to the inside of Toying. Let's go on board with Toying, where he's late on the brakes. He's re-challenging Tilley round the outside. Ben Sims Hill trying to look to the inside, but he doesn't make that work. So 3rd it's Tilley, 4th is the Neil Fowler Motorsport prepared car of Simon Toying, and 5th is Ben Sims. Great move there from Ben Tilley to go 3rd. Up towards Clearways. Toying just starting to lose out to our lead in 3. It does seem. Now can Tilley close in that top 2, and Ben Sims is right on the tail of Simon Toying, and James Buckton is catching now. So our leading 6 head their way onto the Brabham Straight. Callum Grant here challenging for the lead, it seems. Yes, their 2 cars are level, heading up in towards paddock. They pass the grandstand, and again Wainwright stands his ground on the inside. He slides out wide, so can Grant get up the inside? That's what he's trying to do. A bit further back, Driver and Stansel battling. Then Mark Shaw leads Perty Kaviri, Andrew Wiggins and Neil Shinner. Into Graham Hill Bend now with Wainwright And Grant nose to tail for the lead. There's the driver and Stanzel battle. That's a tight tussle. Cleary, Wiggins and Shinner, that's a good battle too. Plenty of battles to watch out for on the Brands Hatch Indy circuit. It's Wainwright and Grant at the front though. It's 25 points between them. It's a 25 points for the win, and there's still 4 races to go, including this one. And Callum Grant goes to the outside once again into Paddock Hill Bend. Wainwright's been late on the brakes. What can he do this time? Well, Grant's ahead, but Wainwright standing his ground on the inside. The 2 cars are level through the corner, but the inside line pays dividend for Wainwright. But now Callum Grant trying to re-challenge up on the inside and towards Druids. He can't do that, so it's Wainwright that continues to lead. This is a great battle between the pair. Down the hill towards Graham Hill Bend they come now, just behind Ben Sims. He's quick through Graham Hill Bend this time. He was late on the brakes, used all the curbs and sideways. Now he's right on the tail of Simon Toyne. Toyne defending, so Sims goes to the outside for 30s, and he goes right round Toyne there. A great move from Sims to go 4th. Out of clearways for our leading 3. They are now breaking away from the second group of 3 cars, and it's side by side for the lead again as Callum Grant goes to the outside. It's side by side behind 2 as Sims and Toyne go, and now Tilly looking to the inside of the 2 leaders. This is fantastic racing. Wainwright leads them through Paddock. Callum Grant with a much tighter line. Can he get up on the inside towards Druids? That's what he's been trying to do. And Danny Stanzel there goes through ahead of Ross Driver, and they're both being caught by Mark Shaw, who fell down on that opening lap. Through Graham Hill Bend go our leaders. Then Sims, Toyne and Buckton behind. Stanzel just starting to pull away from Ross Driver now in that battle for 7th position. Into clearways. Grant taking a tighter line than Wainwright. Can he use that to momentum onto Clark Curve and onto the Brabham Straight? It looks like he can. He pulls out of the toe to go to the outside of Rob Wainwright. He's nosing ahead into Paddock again though. Wainwright later on the brakes. The 2 cars are side by side, and Wainwright continues to lead. Grant now dives to the inside for the Druids hairpin, but a big tank slapper there for Ross Driver. He spins into the gravel trap. He's out of the race. We're back. Plenty of battling. There's Driver with a huge lick of flame out the exhaust, but he's going nowhere. Simon Toyne then sees Ben Sims sideways. He sparks out of Graham Hill Bend, but he's lost momentum. That's Toyne down the inside, but Sims is hanging on round the outside. He continues to run in 4th, bounces over the curbs, gets the car sideways under braking, but he stays ahead of Toyne. Toyne trying to tighten his line through clearways to get a good run. Looks like he's got that good run. He now goes to the outside. Toyne in the Lola. Sims in the Jomo. They're going to run almost side by side up to Paddock Hill Bend. There's yellow flags here, remember. Stanzel, who goes down the inside of Andrew Wiggins. Good move that from Stanzel. Now Wiggins looks to the inside once more, so Pickett goes to the outside. Now can he get a good run here through Paddock Hill Bend? Yes he can. He's trying to draw up alongside Wiggins here. They're going to run side by side through Clark Curve and along the Brabham Straight. Who's going to be braver into the braking zone at Paddock? That's Pickett. He goes down the inside and he goes through. Sparking there out of Paddock was Kevin Stanzel. Pickett defended, but Wiggins finds a Formula Ford car which could dive down the inside, and he goes back through. And now Rob Wainwright and Callum Grant continue to be side by side in their battle for the lead. Grant dives to the inside out of Paddock, battling there. This is on board with Jeff Underwood, Lee Penson there on the grass in towards 30s as he tries to use as much road as possible. Louis Handrell is the driver that leads this freeway tussle. Underwood looking to the inside of Penson in the Lotus, and he goes through. Underwood gains a place. James Buckton dives to the inside of Simon Toyne now in towards Graham Hill Bend. Toyne trying to get the run out of the corner, but it looks like Buckton's gone through. He's up to 5th. Now they turn their way onto clearways and out of that corner come our leaders. This is Rob Wainwright leading Callum Grant and Ben Tilley up towards Paddock Hill Bend. They go there, free wide. Tilley's to the inside. Grant is to the outside. Tilley backs out of it. The two championship contenders run side by side, and still Callum Grant can't find a way through. But he gets a much better run this time out of Paddock. He looks to the inside of Wainwright, but Wainwright is late on the brakes. He slides out wide though. He's missed the apex of the corner completely. So can Grant get the run off the corner? It seems not. Wainwright staying ahead here into Graham Hill Bend. Now the run down towards Surtees. Grant's got a good run here. He has indeed. He's alongside, but there's no room to go through. Wainwright staying ahead. Onto clearways now. Wainwright's car sneaking under braking. He stays ahead, but can Grant get the run through Clark Curve and onto the bottom straight? He usually does. Yes, he's up alongside now. They're going to run side by side across the line, and Grant is leading as they pass the timing line.
Just needs to be ahead of the line.
But again, Wainwright sticks to the inside. He's still in the lead. He gets sideways. Grant therefore slides out wide as well, but he's ahead. He's nosing ahead up towards Druids. And Rob Wainwright there coming around the outside. He slides a bit there, but Grant stays ahead. Meanwhile, Ben Sims and James Buckton run side by side through Paddock Hill Bend. Simon Toyne watching all this. He looks to the inside of Buckton. Buckton dives to the outside. They run absolutely level there. This is the Jomo of Sims, the Eldon of Buckton, and the Lola of Toyne. Down into Graham Hill Bend. Buckton looking to the inside. They're both going to slide out wide here, and that means Simon Toyne's got a great run down the Cooper Straight. He's looking to the inside of Buckton, who dives to the inside of Sims, but they all stay in the same order. Dan Pickett we ride on board with now. That's Andrew Wiggins up ahead. Wiggins defending. So Pickett's going to go right round the outside of him into Paddock Hill Bend, and he makes it work by the seams of things. Is Wiggins still there on the inside? Pickett's checking his mirrors to see, but it seems not. He's got the position then. The Callum Grant up towards Druids, and it's Rob Wainwright on the inside, and Wainwright retakes the lead this time. He goes through, and side by side as James Buckton looks to the outside of Ben Sims, and they're so close to in contact between the two cars there, but Buckton's gone right round the outside and he's up to fourth. And now Simon Toyne goes to the inside of Sims to grab fifth position, so 2 places lost in 2 corners for Ben Sims. This is the battle between Stanzel, Pickett and Wiggins. Nose to tail stuff between the 2 leaders, Rob Wainwright and Callum Grant. Grant goes to the inside through Clark Curve, and that will give him the position and the inside line, heading up towards Paddock, and that's what he's been trying hard to do throughout this race. And Ben Tilley trying to follow him through, but Wainwright's late on the brakes and slides around the outside to hang on to second, but it is Callum Grant that leads now. They're going to have these cars to lap soon. The Handel, Underwood and Penston battle, but down the inside of Callum Grant goes Rob Wainwright to take the lead, and now Ben Tilley's alongside Grant, so he's taken the lead, but he may fall down to third here. We're right in the closing stages of this one too. Let's see as they turn into 30s. It is Wainwright, it is Tilley, and down to third is Callum Grant. Grant looking to the outside of Tilley here, trying to go right round him. That's not going to work, so he cuts back to the inside. It is Wainwright, second is Tilley, third is Grant. Up towards Paddock Hill Bend. Tilley's now going for the lead on the high line. Up on the outside, but no, Wainwright's later on the brakes. He stays first. Second is Tilley, and now Grant looking to the inside of him. Tilley defends that though. Further back, Mark Shaw's got involved in this battle for fourth. He's passed Sims already, and now he's gone round the outside of Simon Toyne. Ben Sims is looking to the inside of Toyne to try and grab 6th spot back, but Toyne carrying the momentum round the outside to just about stay ahead. For the final time, the leaders turn into 30s. It is Rob Wainwright that leads. Second is Ben Tilley. Third, it is Callum Grant. Grant carries a lot of speed through here, but look, it's a good gap for Rob Wainwright. He hasn't had this big of a gap, it would seem, through clearways, so it looks like he's good to win this, the 12th round of the historic Formula Ford 1600 Championship. Yes, he does. Second is Ben Tilley, and third, Callum Grant. What a race! What about the battle for fourth when it's James Buckton ahead of Mark Shaw and Toyin there being held up by Shaw, and Simmons has dived to the inside. He's gone sixth. Now it's going to be a run to the line in this battle for fifth. It's good for fourth for James Buckton, but fifth place it's absolutely together. Who's got it? It looks to be Mark Shaw ahead of Ben Sims and Simon Toyin. And here's Kevin Stanzel. He's having his race to the line. You can see just ahead Perty Kaviri, and ahead of him is Neil Shinner. So that's 8th, 9th and 10th up across the line. And Kaviri they're trying to pull out to pass Shinner, but that's not going to happen. Jeff Underwood a bit further back. He is chasing the car of Louis Handjul. They turn that way through clearaways on this final time. Handjul taking a much wider line there through clearaway and carrying the momentum onto Clark Curve and up across the line. They've had a good race-long battle. Lee Penson fell behind with a spin towards the end. There's our winner then, Rob Wainwright. Fantastic racing, and that is really going to help his championship cause. Lots of late braking moves from Wainwright really helped him out there to win this race. In his Eldon, just 3 attempts, he beat Ben Tillyby, and Callum Grant was in 4th position. James Buckton won that dice for 4th ahead of Mark Shaw. Ben Sims, who made that move at clearways on the last line, and Simon Toyin dropped to 7th. Neil Shinner, Perty Kaviri and Kevin Stanzel completed top 10 ahead of Dan Pickett, Nick Pansisi, and then Andrew Wiggins dropped to 13th in the closing stages. Terry Durden, Louis Handjul, Jeff Underwood and Lee Penson concluded the finishes. We've still got another race to go here at Brands Hatch, and if it's anything like that one, it's going to be great.